Yeah, so one of the reasons all these data centers are here is this is one of the local utilities, high voltage power lines. All of these in town have these big fabricated steel or aluminum poles. I don't know what voltage, if that's the 115 kV or if it's a lower voltage, but that's definitely high voltage power line. You can see there's one of the poles. This one comes across the street and runs down that way. But yeah, this is the Vantage CA16 data center, and this is part of the CA1 data center campus. So there's a total of 6 buildings in this campus. This one is, I think, one of the newer ones. If you look on Google Maps, this building shows up as Dell Computer. And let's see, this one is 69,000 square feet and 9 megawatts. And you can hear the HVAC stuff is running today, so it's probably running at full power. Yeah, so here's the front side. You can see the address there, CA16. Yeah, this is pretty typical of these data center buildings, you know, just big blank walls. You know, they have a kind of a glass front entrance, but all the compute halls are all bare walls, you know, as opposed to like the NVidia Voyager building over there. The side of the building is all glass. This is kind of the main entrance for this campus here. Okay, there you can see the Vantage Santa Clara campus. Like I said, this is their CA1 campus. They actually have 3 campuses in the city. And yeah, this is pretty typical with the gates. Even on a weekend, all the gates are closed. You have to card in and out. Now this one's confusing, so let's see. This one over here, 2565, is CA12. So this is 18 megawatts and 73,000 square feet. And let's see, I don't know what this one... Oh, okay, that's CA11, that building there. Now the weird thing is there's 2 buildings with 2880. So I think maybe this building and that building down there, they're both 2880 Northwestern Parkway. I think it's 2 separate buildings. They call one CA13 and one of them is CA15. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think there's another one around the back side here, because they say there's 6. Yeah, so there's 2 of them that are on Walsh Avenue, 2565 and then 2665. So I think that one's up here and around the corner. So let's go take a look at that one. Yeah, so just as I'm walking along the CA12 data center here, you can just hear all the HVAC equipment running. And this is on a Saturday afternoon, but they probably run 24/7, and this whole block is that kind of stuff. So this is 18 megawatts, and probably a good portion of that is running all this cooling equipment here. Anyway, let's go up here and around. We'll take a right turn and see if we can find 2665. Oh, one thing I have to say for Vantage is they are pretty good with putting up signs. This is their data center campus. Seems to be 2 2880s. There's the 2820, 2565, and then I think 2665 is around over here. And then they haven't added the one that they took over from Dell Computer for the total of 6. Yeah, they've got to update their sign now. Okay, so over there, that's the back side of the CA12 data center building. I'm not sure what's in here. Probably some probably backup generators maybe. And then this is the 2625, which is CA14. This one is 43,000 square feet and 6 megawatts. So in total, these 6 buildings have about 77 megawatts of critical load. With the computing square footage, it's about 200 watts per square foot of data center area. Yeah, so one list I found says a total of 335,000 square feet with these 6 buildings, but another list says 568,000 square feet. That's how big this is. I don't know, maybe that's a compute area versus the total office plus compute area. And these were supposedly built around 2012. I don't know if that's all the buildings or just the first one in this campus. But anyway, that is the CA1 data center campus. Yeah, so that's where I got to a couple of weeks ago when I first looked here. And I figured, okay, that's the data centers in this area. You've got the 2 C-square down the street, and then you've got the 6 Vantage data centers right here. But then, if you turn around, literally right across the street, this is CA31,